lot of the ways that Sage can be used. So it's just kind of fun to see how much development of all the agents that there is from the different regions. But enough about that. Looks like we're gearing up here for map 1.
Let's see what happens. Cloud9 versus Dignitas for this game, and we'll have to see what happens on Haven. This map coming in as Dig's pick, so C9 will be on that defending side to start off here. And you consider this a bit of an attacker-sided map due to the fact that you have the ability to put your numbers anywhere at any given time.
And to just start to gain some anticipation as to what we're about to witness in the pistol, we have Cloud9 running the Reyna on TenZ. That's what we did want to see. Of course, we were talking a lot about it, and we have seen how good Dig are on that defense, but they're going to be on the offense to begin with. And what do you see?
Supamen on the Omen again this time. I know a lot of people like to see him on the brim. We'll see what he can put up with the different regenerative smokes on this one. We do get a Sage on the side of Dig here. And C9 goes with no Sage on the run. It looks like Intel here. Nothing for Intel for Dig at C. They want to work towards this A side in a 3-2 split and see if Drone can open anything up here on the mid lane from Psalm.
Revealing area.
Oh, that pressure there with the wall is going to draw some rotation, surely, because you'd imagine that the response to see like a wall and B there is that you're thinking there's a take going on, but it's actually hitting A, just as you were talking about. A couple players here in this short position, backs against the wall. The Boombot will go out there to create some space to compete with that, and trying to work out what Dig are actually doing, and they are rotating back towards mid now.
POISED able to just walk into the site, but he doesn't have the defense set up. They found out that he was there right away, and this seems like it's now pushing Dig to get themselves in the site, plant to the front, but do they have cover? 2 outside the site is good. They are getting swarmed right now by Cloud9 as Mitch comes in strong on the Jett. Mitch on the Jett. He goes down to Supamen, and Relyks is going to answer that one back as it's going to be 3 standing for C9 as they take pistol.
That was a really interesting pistol from Dig. Just trying to pull players away from A with that wall, not finding the opportunity towards A, trying to reset back into the B play with the wall still up. It seemed like it was kind of quite a complex look at their pistol, and it didn't work out for them ultimately, but we'll have to see what they can do on this force buy. That's an interesting choice. 3 Bulldogs.
Yes.
That's a lot of firepower actually going into this round.
Yeah, we'll have to see what they can do. The money's going to be short for each team here that first round going over to C9. We'll see if they decide to push. Maybe Dig is banking on that. The C9 will try to get some early info, step out of place, but it's only going to be the Omen. Shinobi looking to blind down towards that bot side. Not just yet. Maybe he's caught with the flash up, but he hits the entire team. The gun can't be drawn quick enough to rack the bullet, and Supamen comes up with the first one. It's going to be the A take for Dig, and they're running in hot.
Oh my god, Relyks has done so much damage. That's absolutely absurd with all the utility from the Raze there. This was indeed a very surprising buy. I don't think that Cloud9 anticipated that this would be what they'd be up against, and swinging in for the retake seems successful. The spike plant has been denied, and now dephh with that Bulldog and 9 HP is trying to do what he can, but Mitch will secure things. The last man standing. What a ridiculous round that was. Oh my god, Cloud9 must be breathing such a huge sigh of relief after that one. After they saw all that firepower, I don't think they expected that.
You could say that again. You now know how much it meant for Relyks to get those first 2 kills right here with how hard the retake was. And this play just caught Dig by surprise.
And one quick note as well, one of the reasons why Dig would want to force buy here is getting the spike plant in the first round, even though they lose it, getting that extra money, knowing that having the Jett especially, Cloud9 are looking to get an operator in the hands of Mitch. They're looking to have mostly ghosts.
I love that point. I mean, you look at the rest of the Cloud9 comp, and they're all offensive. You put them down in money, and you should be able to run through as Dignitas, but not here. TenZ and the team looking to stop that eco round from Dignitas right quick. Just sitting in the site, Shanks is going to go down, doing what he can to pick one more off. And we'll see what Dig can do as they get back on the guns here in round 4.
Taking the initiative in rounds like this, where you're on the defensive side and you're in the anti-eco playing against the pistols, is really strong. As soon as the team that's pistoling loses their integrity of numbers, their chances to do anything in the rounds plummets dramatically. So really cool to not let them even just have a chance to do anything. And it looks like we should see the normal default setup. We have the trip towards the C-long position.
Yeah.
We're going to get some pressure across the map, the initial cage towards A long. So we're going to see that standard opening. But there's 3 here for Cloud9, so they may be up to some shenanigans. And as I say that, Mitch gets a double right off the bat from that A long position. And that's a huge win for C9 early on.
What a peek. Usually that's the Cypher gate going down, but it seems like they wanted to double swing it. And Mitch on this Jett is showing up. Supamen still top of the team here for Dig, trying to open those avenues of advantage. Finds another one in garage, but it's not something that they can take. They want to fake that pressure, remove anybody from mid, and now start to work over towards C. This is going to be stopped by a trap, alerting the side of C9 once they get to the top of the site.
Yeah, and this is going to be interesting to see how long Vice can hold on for. He's got this cam, which he can just stay in this cam now. He's in a safe position.
He's
and
got every position covered.
He might try to just ping. They should be able to see this, though. In fact, they're going to put an arrow in. He has to shoot it down. And he's going to get some... Oh, my God. There's so much damage out of the Spectre. He will eventually get taken out. Vice will probably feel cheated that he didn't get a single kill there. But here we go. Looking to go for the after plant, but maybe not. Shinobi denying that initial spike plant. And there's 30 seconds to try to get it down in this 2v2.
Vice definitely going in, saying I did a lot of damage. And you see Mitch coming in for a quick kill there. Blade Storm is out. They're waiting and baiting right now, seeing if they can get a push through the smoke. It won't happen. Angles are covered by the side of Dignitas as the retake comes in from the side of Cloud9. The dash in to try and distract, gets a few to turn around. Poised is still going to be able to hit the shot onto Mitch, and it's up to Shinobi. We've seen him do it before. The res is in, and it's going to be peeked over by Supamen, who is just on point this game with having his team's back.
There was a second there where I was like looking at Superman and I'm thinking, if this was matchmaking, he's just sitting in the cubby on C-Long. Just by
I hear things behind me, but
there's only one player left
with the bomb yet. Yeah, I feel that. Wow, that's a big step up, and that's a big round. Cloud9 just kind of rolling through here. Frags across the board, so they had decent money in their pockets, and that one kind of puts a wrench in the works for them, but they're still going for ops. We saw Dig doing this on defensive side yesterday with the double op. Now Cloud9 is going to go for an expensive round. Yeah,
the quick garage peek with the Lear coming in at a small initial setup, but that tells Dig that the Jett is not playing towards A, so there's a bit more room to be gained more safely, as you don't have to worry about the operator there necessarily. As you noted, though, the double operator is in play, and Relyks is here, so they may not expect that this could be held with so much firepower.
Look at this. They expect a push down mid from somebody. Two waiting behind window. Great cam down and lower here. So Dig makes sure they are completely safe making their way through. dephh is just waiting for the team now to come up onto him. They haven't figured out any info, so everybody's kind of doing this without too much of that information this round. They say the way they want to go in, anybody from long is going to cut to the left side to make sure they can control the site and get to the back immediately, and it looks like they're going to execute DDK.
Yeah, Relyks is in a very difficult position, can't do anything there. That's so unfortunate. Had the operator in his... Oh, hello, Shinobi gets traded out after that double, but that is at least something to give more room to work with in this 3v3 retake for C9. Mitch is already in position with the Jett, spots the trip. He's going to ping the trip for a teammate as he's holding the operator. Looks like Vice will destroy that, I think. Yeah, no, he hasn't actually. That trip is still up. That's annoying. Still looking for additional utility as there's a reposition from Mitch. And it's all about creating maybe room for TenZ with this Sheriff coming in from the flank. If they can make some noise right before TenZ appears, maybe Shanks looks away, but okay, not even necessary. Whoa. Apparently with a Sheriff you can defeat the operator, and now TenZ is going for more with this Reyna, and he's going to get more. And in fact, they're going to just kill everybody on the side. That looked way too pedestrian.
I gotta say, DDK, Shanks' aim there was TenZ's shins. You can't expect to kill the man while you're shooting his shins. The Sheriff shot comes up big as TenZ is really helpful in opening up the site for the team. dephh, rather, on the other side, trying to do what they can with his traps, but they were all found. And we see this entry once again. Shanks just a little low here.
That is so funny. I just, in my brain, TenZ is very dead. He's so
absolutely
dead.
I mean, at that point you should be dead. Your teammates have the flanks. You're only looking at one spot. That's the op shot you hit every time. But TenZ coming up with a big kill there. Cloud9 brings it to 4-1, going round for round. Dig still wants to buy coming in. We'll see what they can do and what they have as they move up to the sites. Blade Storm out here for Jett. We'll see what Shanks can do as he slowly moves up to get closer and make this a return on investment for his ultimate.
Yeah, that dark cover in this position is so huge. We'll go into that in a moment. A dash through, and Nice don't find anything on the entry. Poised tries to trade out, but it's TenZ with all of the kills, and Vice will finish it off quite nicely. And I was just going to mention that it used to be the case you get the brim smokes on C long. You know, you'd have the brims commonly, and one of the differences between the smokes is that brim smokes are kind of smaller, so you can have that deeper smoke that denies, you know, forward positioning towards the cubby, and they can't see over the top of it if you go for the orb. Whereas with the brim smoke, I believe you can get some angles over the top of that smoke because it's smaller.
Shanks still with the off, not finding the results he did yesterday, as C9 is really playing some great defense. They're not giving Dig opening shots here. Dig's pushing out only slightly to find these. Here's the first round we're really seeing from C9 get aggressive on their side, saying, yeah, that was an eco, Dig's going to push. Now they will not expect our push on the next buy round. Look at TenZ already. They are inside the head of Dig.
Yeah, this is so huge, and they can fall out after they escort him into this position.
Wow.
They can just play very passively. They have a lot of sound cues to know that, this could be so huge.
The patience.
The trigger discipline.
Oh, he's going out for
1,
more.
2, oh, the third
my
as
God.
well. Beautiful work from TenZ. He got set up, and that was a slam dunk as I think he's going to get out of this position as well. He still has a layer to cover himself, but he wants to take the fight. Of course he does.
He basically tapped Mitch on the back and said, bro, watch what I'm about to do to your teammates. We'll see what Som can do now, trying to answer this back. Dig getting discombobulated here in this round, but dephh looking for the pressure. Better Cypher wins as Vice takes that kill, and now it's all up to Som. We've seen him make some incredible plays, but C9 is firing on all cylinders here coming into round 7.
Yeah, just that mid-window push is such a great way to punish the default. You know, the teams, often when they get that A lobby control, they invest a lot of players into it, typically up to three, and so they don't really have presence to deny the C window play, or rather, sorry, the mid-window play, and so you yourselves as the defenders give up the A lobby exchange, and you just say, oh, we're just going to take some ground towards middle instead.
I think Dignitas knows they are not, after that round, they know they're not grabbing enough early information. If that's able to happen and you are completely unaware, things are a little too slow and you're giving the opponents too much credit that they'll kind of just be holding angles and ready for you as you go into the site. This is not a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah.
This is Cloud9 wanting to win very bad.
And C9 have an ultimate advantage at the moment as well, which is also a problem.
That's a great point.
Relyks has that... has the rocket available should he choose to use it. And quick note here, this is really great trigger discipline, but look at the swing he has to make after this first kill. That's almost a 180 turn.
Yeah.
And you have to make those kills, the first 2 kills have to happen instantly. So that's there's not a lot of people that will be able to do that.
I mean, you hear it everywhere. C9 is TenZ a lot of the time. When this man is on, everybody is doing well, and TenZ is starting the fire for the rest of the team to follow up on. Bombs dropped a bit. Here we have more info. You can see dephh now going out into grass, into garage, making sure something like that previous round does not happen again, where TenZ is behind enemy lines instantly. Still an A work for Dig. They've liked this site quite a bit. I don't know what it is about it, but maybe the smoke cover is what they feel comfortable with. They're going to try again.
Relyks is in for a surprise here. He's going to hear all the running, so maybe not a surprise anymore, but this side has been occupied already. The spike is making its way across. Relyks might have a peek onto long where he could take it down, but he might want to be saving for the rocket. There go the nades. That will deny the plant for now, as he will also be denied. It's unfortunate, because again, he had the ult, but shinobi's going to dash in. The wall will prevent him from pressing further, which does create space to actually plant the spike. So there is a recovery afoot here for Dig.
See a few of the members like, uh-oh, how are we going to make this work? dephh again holding the flank, trying to be alert. TenZ takes him down. He feels that, and deph's going to be in the wing. And now it's all about the bomb. They're slowly making their way in. The angle's just not being covered too much. They know they can drop down here. Almost mission impossible, but Cloud9 makes it look easy each time on the retake. It was going to be tough with light buy here from Dig, but there is so much confidence from C9. It's not really giving Dig a chance to even answer back.
Yeah, it's so fun to watch C9 just running, just taking the initiative every round. They're doing something, and it's just really fun to watch. They feel like it feels like they're on top of everything, and Dig are just receiving, as opposed to themselves being the ones to take initiative. This was the closest round that looked like that, where they just go for the gamble, like walk all the way up short, contacting into the A site, but even that wasn't, it looked just flat in the post plant, completely flat.
Not too much utility going around. Everybody kind of just guns out holding angles instead of doing that preventative style play. Still, it was an eco, so maybe they want to save util for what could be a big round. Running a similar strat. I don't know, the comfort again here for Dig, just as one on that flank. Usually we see dephh roaming around and grabbing a little bit of cam here in mid, cam information. So they just smoke off garage from the side of C9. They're saying, mate, we're preventing a rush, and they're holding. And A's being given up here. C9 knows their retake is so strong, and they're completely fine with retake on, or post plan on Dignitas.
Yeah, they have the Raze ultimate, which is always nice to clear positions, but they also have the camera. That's one of the key factors here.
Yeah.
The Cypher cam for the retake is really huge. It just got
So big.
activated to position, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why they're going for this stack. Also because Dig have been hitting A so much, and they probably have a bad taste in their mouth for it, but maybe not bad enough. But at the same time, again, all the advantage exists here for C9, so they're super comfortable to play retake.
Not too much off of that first ultimate. And now Mitch is holding. Slow retake. Mitch is going to wait for the rest of the team to come over. The first peek comes through, and Som just jumps over with his knife out as he was trying to get to a position. Great shot by Shinobi onto Shanks. Just cannot find his shots today on the Jett operator. And now Dignitas is just struggling to stay alive in these sites, take them or gain any ground as Relyks and Mitch answer back again. 8-1 for Cloud9 on our first map.
This is disgusting how good
It is
Cloud9 look right now. It's so awesome to just look at the just the levels of comfort that they have there, that they can just they give up the site. Sure, they're playing retake here, but the fact that they're getting some of these picks, like a pick happens before the stage wall comes up. It's a dry jump peek across to try to get towards hell. It doesn't feel like right now Dig are they need a mental reset here. It feels like they're kind of in their own heads a
so
bit.
that happens for a few, right? One, you think you've beat your opponent. Two, you're not giving your opponent respect. Three, you're hoping he's not there. All of those situations should make you not do what you're about to do. And you're right, it's a bit of a dry peak once they get in, and it does not seem like Dignitas has really tried to alter themselves in that strat. A smoke lower, a smoke top, and that's it. Where's the rest of the utility coming in these rounds that's supposed to stop Cloud9 from retaking the site instantly?
I like the adjustment here from C9 as well. Shinobi there with the paranoia, and having seen so much activity around short and long, it's kind of cool to like now have, after giving up all of this, to now try to make a play from this position. We'll see what he can get from it.
Shadows traveling.
Dig just creating presence and now rotating back out.
Yeah.
However, there is a lot to work with for C9. We've got Mitch there on the gap with the operator. He's ready for this, and now he can just dash away, free kill, and he's out of there.
It's so big too. Cloud9 doesn't even move. We just saw the precedent smoke being set by Dignitas, right? The Omen smoke towards heaven. The camera's there for C9 though. They don't need to do anything. That's the smoke that Dig's been running on A. Now they go to B. It's going to be a bit of a late movement here by Cloud9, but we'll see how they retake this. A little bit of switch up for Dig, but it doesn't seem to bother Cloud9.
Oh my god, they're getting annihilated. What? Oh, Shanks' stats are about to take a pretty huge hit, it feels like.
DDK, no one's in position. It's like they're running around trying to figure out who's watching something. Are there comms happening right now? This is not the Dig we saw before, but also we can't take credit away from Cloud9. Somebody can shut down a team so much that it just looks like they're playing out of their style, and that's what's happening here. C9 is just far and away better today.
Yeah, and Mitch having the operator in the garage of the second operator is so huge. Just having the ability, because you know that if they're rotating off of the default start around a lobby, that you're going to see something around grass most likely. So it's just such a strong bet. And for the spam there, actually gets a connection. All right, so Dig now resetting after the C long orb take, going back out towards grass. And the problem is that the deeper, the dark cover in A lobby that's being sent forward by Cloud9 means that they have to re-clear A lobby as well, which is always annoying. And Shanks is representing that there's going to be a C play here, a C split, as what's being represented. So this is a fake. Shanks gets a kill, which should sell the fake. The rotation is starting to make its way over towards C as well. They're really cautious there. And in reality, we can see that the play is coming towards the A site. And Vice seems to have an idea about this. And he's going to spot Poised, who has the spike. Great shot. And at least now Dig have a post plant to play from.
DDK, look what happened. This is the first time Dignitas has tried to take garage. tried to do something before their initial play, and the react on C9 here has slowed them, or the reaction from C9 has slowed down. Bombs planted. It's going to be a little bit of time now that they know they need to work through members of Dig, but those members still peeking out ever so slightly, and again, Dig's numbers dwindling. A 3v2 DDK. Can C9 do it again on the retake?
I'm still so fearful of the rocket, and here goes Mitch. Oh, great right click there onto one. The second going down just as easily as the first, and that's a wrap. And oh no,
The
poor
moment
Dig.
they rush, he takes the arrow out.
That's
You hate to see it.
they're just out-skilling them in so many ways right now. That was a great round from Dig. You know, they ran the fake. They really made it look like a C split, and they managed to get the one shot to make the entrance into the A site. Everything was looking good. Shanks really sells
so
it with
good.
this, and still nothing can go their way, it seems.
Mitch's agent pool here. KJ, Killjoy, Sage, Jett this tournament. Really an avenue of options here for the side of Cloud9, and what a showing on this Jett. We know he's a battle Sage and he can put himself out in the open and still get frags, but now with the aggression behind him, it looks like he's just vibing on this game. Double peek towards long.
Triple peek.
Right, triple peek, Reyna hiding under the coins on the mini-map there, and they played three here last time, right? That kind of was the control over Garage where we lost TenZ, but this time C9 comes up with the first kill.
I love that too, because if they smoke deep, you have this like 3 players, so you can punish the maybe 1 or 2 players to take the orb. And so, and even if you don't get any kills, well, there's no information. You get all the information, and there's something that Dig is now behind on. So C9, they're always finding ways to get ahead. It was only really that last round where they lost the information battle. That was really the only round.
Cage triggered.
Slow peeks, dephh looking for a quick spam towards that top side of A heaven here, as now Dig getting a little variety into their play. Again, garage control worked slightly for them before. The blind, as well as smokes going towards the backside. Relyks, the plays they're able to make to shut down Dignitas just does not allow Dig any answer as Mitch finds dephh in the rotation. Dig is being read like a book right now.
Oh, and it's not just that, it's they're also just getting outshot so badly.
Absolutely, 110% on that.
It's crazy. It's pretty much everything that could go wrong in that sense is going wrong, and oh no. This was another round where actually Dig were able to create some question marks for C9. C9 weren't 100% sure where the hit was coming, but still they just have some great defensive protocols to slow it down, and that was enough.
And look what round they did win, right? We saw them coming in with a bit of a force. They get back to what was their first gun round in round 4, and they were able to kind of pull the tablecloth out from under Cloud9. Ready for it every round since, as we're into our second half at 11-1 DDK. What a strong showing now as C9 on the attacking side. Can they make quick work of this second half?
As we get at least a 1-for-1 to start things off here. Some early presence shown towards that C-long position for the C9 lads. Shanks there with the shorty on the Jett. You wouldn't want it any other way. And there's some deep control here towards A lobby. That's really nice. Allows his teammates to kind of cheat over because he gets such a forward warning as to what's happening.
Exactly. Even if it's a footstep that's close, you know that provides you information that 5 won't be rushing. Maybe it's 4. Maybe there's somebody you have to watch for on the flank. Something we did not see coming from the other side.
But with that said, deph's peeking deep, even though they have all that control towards A lobby.
Ooh. Close, close. Dig has good info to get the rotation over. See, now Shanks gets to play with them. If Shanks doesn't die, that's huge, because he wants to delay. He wants to make this a stressful round. He doesn't have to get a million headshots here. That's just great if he does. Shinobi takes him down, so now C9 can refocus back on trying to get the bomb down, but a good amount of time wasted puts him on 30 seconds. Now it's poised. Can he do it? Another battle Sage we know of, and really pull out the impact frags in a good situation. He's checking his left, looks his right, and a great hide for Mitch here is going to end the round as he finds the back of poised.
What's really unfortunate there, and maybe it's because this is such a decisive game, is that, as you rightly pointed out, they have that deep A lobby control, which is really all they need, and they had everybody cheated towards C and B off of the back of that. But then dephh decides to just walk down C long by himself, and in so doing, he gives up another kill to the opposition, and then Shanks is in a position where he has to do something, because he's the only player on the team that can maybe save that situation, so then he has to overplay his position. So then it kind of all, it's like Jenga at that point, everything's falling down. And here it is, 12-1. What a crazy scoreline to kick things off in this series.
Definitely turning what I thought was going to be a very back-and-forth game into Cloud9's parade here as they're raining all over Dignitas on Haven. And this is Dignitas' pick for a map, DDK. So Cloud9 showing them what for here and giving them a taste of their own medicine. Mitch opens up this one with the Ghost, and they're going to be pushing through. Look at Ghost on this next round. He's like, you know what? We're going to bonus into the win round.
Right. It's actually a really good point.
Oh, my word. What a monster. What a monster. Just trying a mental boom Dig right now. TenZ with the Bulldog as he bought up a little bit. And 3 members of Dig trying to make this work. It's going to be a tough one. They're on the eco. But C9 still wants to make it and send a message as they win this game.
Indeed. It's really looking so grim. 3 versus 5 retake. Relyks holding the flank. And I don't know if Shanks will be able to find a way back in here against this. This is a good off angle to be playing. Shanks is looking for it though, but you can see that Relyks will be able to get ahead of that peak, and it's just down to Sam now, and it's looking like there's nothing more that he can do in this position. Shot in the back by Mitch, and that's a wrap for map 1. Cloud9, dominant performance, 13-1. TenZ, he don't care.
He don't care. He's like, you know what? I saw that KDA list, and we needed to take a few off of Shanks this game. They made it difficult for everybody on that side of Dignitas, and I think